director of that facility. Donna Lautner is my vice president, and we are here to inform you about our plans, what we plan to do with the stray cat problem that has been here in Bad Axe for a while, and we are hoping that we can get some help and get some of these cats fixed, relocated, and then continue a working relationship with the city of Bad Axe. So we're here to answer questions. We did do a handout so that hopefully it will answer some questions that you may have just right off the get-go. I will try to answer all questions. If they are vet related, I do not have our veterinarian here, but I will do my best to answer what I can. So I am open to questions. Yes?
Your facility is a non-kill?
Yes.
Okay, what happens if you have an older cat that you can't get rid of? What are you gonna do with it?
Pertaining to an old cat that we get into our facility?
Yeah, you can't, adopt or anything, or?
Our animals are with us regardless, but with this program, we are not taking these animals into our facility.
Oh,
These cats are being placed into the new working program, and they will be placed out into various farms, different building facilities of people that have agreed to take them in, give them shelter, and give them food.
When I moved here about 2 years ago, I know a lady that she's a foster care for Silver Lake Foster Home. And they foster cats and they get them neutered and they're shots. And they take them to Petco for adoption. They put chips in them and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So here I already caught like 40 cats. I took them and they all got homes. They already adopted all the cats. They got their shots and everything. And so like in my area right now, there's hardly no cats because mostly of them we took in.
That's fantastic.
And,
That's fantastic.
And I'm still trying to get two of them, no, 3 of them yet. I'm still trying to catch them. One's a mother with a little kitten, and the other one's that's been around. So I got my trap and everything trying to get them. So. And another question too. Why isn't that bus coming around? Because a lot of people, when I noticed, when I took some cats in to get neutered and spaded, that neutered and spayed express used to come here 3 times a month.
I have no idea. I don't
3
have,
times every, 3
Right.
months a year or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know that. I mean, I'm familiar with the company. We have used them, but why they don't choose,
How
I have
about
no
some of
idea.
these guys that work for the city? How come that they don't come around no more to Neuter Express?
I've never heard of the program.
They have it right over at the fairgrounds. Every morning you drop them off, and then you pick them up like 8 hours later. And people I see bringing in a lot of stray cats getting neutered and that because they charge you like $30, $40 to do the operation, to give vaccinations and all that. So why can't you guys call this company, or else I got a company that you guys could call. It's in Warren, Michigan.
Just get into us and we will.
It's all about animals, and they will come, but they come up to Emily City, but if you guys talk to them, they might come to Bad Axe maybe for 4 months of the year or something, because they usually in Emily City, they come and they do the stuff at Tractor Supply in Emily City. They drop off the cats at 7 o'clock, and the next following day you pick up the cats.
Sure, we'll make that one.
And I called them about that, and they says that it's up to the city hall or whatever to do it. I can't do it, to bring the bus here to pick up the stray cats. And when they neuter them, and they have even plans for neutering for feral cats, it's cost nothing.
Okay,
So,
we'll look into that, absolutely.
yeah.
Is TSC.
You guys can look it up on the internet, all about animals. It's in Warren, Michigan.
It's all about animalsrescue.org. The
Yeah.
program you're talking about is a great program. However, in order for it to be free, you have to travel down to Warren and take their class. So that is something you want to consider. It's a great program. I've sent people there before.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't really want to drive from Huron County all the way down to Warren.
Yeah, the
Which
thing
is-
is, they got a bus that picks them up.
But not for the class. The class you have to drive down to Warren to take in order to do the free. You can still do the low cost without taking the class.
Yeah.
But not the free.
Because I know a couple people, they went down to Emily City, dropped off their cats, and then the next following day they picked them up. And it cost them like $20, $30 for the shots and spaded or neutered.
And if I'm not mistaken, that program is a wonderful program, but that's for more house pets. Your guys' program is
No.
more for the feral.
Our program right now that we're going to be running is
But
for the
wait,
feral
wait,
cats,
wait.
but the program that you're talking about, the TNR program that they have, is for feral cats, and they will fix feral cats too, within reason.
See, the thing is, through that, the person I worked through with, the foster lady, she goes into Detroit to get the feral cats.
Stray cats, we are not releasing them back in because we know we are not going to catch every stray cat in this town. So we are going to get as many as we possibly can, fix them, give them their rabies shot, antibiotic shot. They'll already have pain meds on board, and we already have contracts signed with other people that we're going to relocate these cats to.
Right. But you guys gonna look into that, all about cats? I mean, all about animals? They do dogs, everything.
Yes, sir. Orange shirt, Johnny.
Okay, it's running from August 15th through the 19th. Have you a plan? Are you going to be going street to street, or do you need people saying, hey, I got 50 cats, can you come get them?
We are hoping that people have cats. If you trap them yourself, if they're in live traps or crates, wire crates, it's hard for us to shot through plastic crates to put get them ready for surgery, because we're not reaching in any crates. But if you have them, yes, please call us. We are concentrating on Butler Street and
South Street behind the old Wayne Burner.
And that's where we're concentrating. But if you, in your area, have cats and you need a trap or you need a crate, because what we do with the medium-sized dog crates is we put a bowl of water, bowl of food, and a really long string to the front door. Open it up, they go in, you can reel it, lock them up. We are going to be out in the middle of the night. We're going to let the police officers know, hey, we're not stalking anybody, but our vehicles are going to be out there because we do not want the cats sitting out in danger in a live trap or a crate. So wherever we put them, you're going to see somebody there, unless, of course, we have to take a potty break or something, but they're not going to be left alone long at all. So yes, please contact the shelter, shoot us an email, call us. All of these forms have our number on them. Or come up to the vehicle and go, this is probably not at 2 a.m., you might scare the jeebers out of us. Just let us know. We are more than happy to have help with that, yes.
So if you're gonna handle the live traps yourself, question is, what are you gonna do with the skunks, raccoons, woodchucks?
Well, because they're not going to be left unattended, and we are asking folks not to feed the cats for, starting that Monday, please don't feed any of the cats. And so when we put the cat food out, we are going to try to deter the coons and whatnot. If we get them, we will release them someplace else.
Someplace other than where you
Yes,
got them?
yes. Except for skunks, we have to contact DNR because they do not like you to transport skunks from one county area to another. So we have to consult with DNR on that.
Excuse me, I forgot where you're concentrating, where the cats are.
Butler Street in, what is that funeral home called?
Sleeper mansion, sleeper mansion.
The old Whitenburg funeral. Butler and South Street? The South Street behind it, and Cleveland Street is in the fairgrounds.
Okay, yeah, in the fairgrounds, I forgot about the fairgrounds, yes.
What do you do with the situation? We have a feral cat that we've had him neutered, keep up on the shots from the fleas and everything, but he's an outdoor cat.
Okay.
I don't particularly want him to get caught and taken away somewhere. So how do you?
If at all, if you can keep him in a crate for those couple of days.
Well, it's 5 days that you're trapping.
Is there a
Well,
possibility
we
of
start
doing that
we
again?
start trapping on Wednesday. We're done trapping on Friday.
And you're only doing it at night?
Yes.
What about?
Because the cats seem to come out more at night. If you guys are seeing them during the day, like I said, please call us. We're gonna be in this area that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, even Saturday, we will go and see if we can trap as well.
You know, if our cat does happen to get in the cage, get hauled away somewhere, is there a way we can retrieve it?
Well, if it's already neutered, do you know if they did ear tipping on it?
No, it's just neutered.
Does it have a tattoo?
Just a black, jet black cat.
Okay.
Is there anything identifiable on it that we can trace it back to you, or to know that it's an owned cat? If you want to put a collar on it,
It would
we can
not.
release.
Oh, yeah, they probably-
Couldn't
it's
put
a
collar
feral,
on it.
so-
Collar wouldn't-
Okay.
Well, what we can do, I mean, we're kind of tied with it, but if one comes in that's already fixed, what we will do is we'll set them off in a different section. And if you haven't noticed that particular cat being around, on Sunday, you can come take a look.
You're gonna hold them until one day and then.
Sunday.
All Sunday? Take
Yeah,
them all?
Sunday, not, Monday morning, actually, they'll all be gone. They're all on the road Monday
You're gonna
morning.
hold them all until Monday then?
Yes. Everybody's held till Monday morning.
Where at?
Do you know where they would come from? I mean, if you number the cages and say, you know, these cats came from this house.
Actually,
You
no.
can't return them back to where they were.
No, the city is requesting that they be relocated because of the amount of cats that are in town.
Yeah, but that shouldn't apply to domestic cats that are.
But we don't know that if they're
Well,
not.
if you know if they're already neutered, you've got a pretty good chance of them being, and there's no danger for reproducing either.
This is gonna be like 2 mornings, 3 mornings. I'm sure you'd be free to welcome to go and check every day, every morning, if you're familiar with what the cat looks like.
They'll all be there come Monday morning. We will be at it at 9 o'clock Monday morning. If you want to meet us at the fairgrounds at 9 o'clock in the morning, if you don't see your cat, if you feel it's,
What about in between that? I mean, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the cat's not around, are you gonna?
we aren't
have
gonna
access
know,
to the fairground?
we are not gonna know if they're neutered or not, because I'm not sticking my hands in their cages.
Is that cat feral or is it friendly?
Well,
Your
that,
cat.
whoever does the neutering is gonna know as soon as they.
That will be on Saturday. They're being fixed on Saturday and Sunday.
Mhm.
But is your cat
But I'm-
friendly or feral?
What, pardon?
Is your cat friendly or feral?
It's fairly friendly.
Okay.
You know, we can handle it
Okay.
once.
And I would
But
consider
the second
putting it
time
in
you
a
can't,
dog
you
crate
know,
with a litter box and food and water for a couple of days.
But he's inside, he's gonna spray, and that's the reason he's outside. He was inside for a while, and then even though he was fixed, he still sprayed, so we didn't tolerate that, so he's an outdoor, but we feed him and take care of him and.
But we will do the best we can. Where do you live? What street?
I'm West Huron.
Okay, I shouldn't ask that question
Just
because I
tell
have
me.
no idea. I have no idea where it
Right,
is.
right next to it.
Okay.
You're gonna have cages out by us, presumably, right?
South Street behind.
Well, I will specifically look for a solid black cat.
Yeah, we can let them know that if they do spot that.
A black cat that's
To let
been
you guys
fixed,
know.
then yeah. Then I can always let Officer Dave know, hey, we got one that's been fixed, and check and see if it's yours.
So are we free to go to wherever they're being held and
After,
say,
on
"That's my
Monday,
cat,"
on Monday. You
Not
can't,
before Monday.
no.
It's a sterile environment, and we can't have people wandering through before that. It's a safety for the cats issue. We don't want, every time somebody comes in, they bring a new germ, so.
Well, where they're being held is not a sterile environment, but we have to keep people protected from going in and out. It just won't be allowed. So on Monday morning, if you're missing a cat and you haven't got a call from us, then you're more than welcome to come and look before we ship anybody
They've
out.
already been neutered, they're gonna be held in a certain separate
Because they won't
area.
know that they're neutered until they sedate them before surgery.
Yes.
Because they can't read, I'm from a vet clinic.
Mhm.
They can't physically tell if a cat's neutered until the cat's sedated, especially because most of these cats that they're catching are feral and are potential for rabies. So they can't take a chance of them getting bit. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna sedate them before they even do a physical exam on them. And they can't do that physical exam until they're sedated, so they're not gonna do that until they're neutered. Or until they're ready to get them neutered. So say they do catch your cat on Thursday, they're gonna hold your cat until they're ready to sedate him, to neuter him. So they won't be able to tell until they're absolutely ready.
It's a male, so it's too hard to tell.
It actually,
Because it could be a female.
Yeah,
When we
it
look at
really
it, it
is.
may be a female.
We did have a lady.
Yeah, I mean, I would, but my cat's a male, so.
Right.
is it possible for you to catch your cat and get a microchip beforehand?
Possible.
I think that may be your best bet, is catch them, take
You're
them.
gonna scan all of them for.
Yes,
Is it-
every cat will be
Yeah,
scanned for
so then,
microchip.
so then you can get them microchipped and they can at least, if they do catch them, they can deliver them back to you. I think that might be one of your best bets to make sure that even if he is captured, he will definitely be returned back to you.
Yes, ma'am.
I have a question. I don't live actually within the city limits amount of Bad Axe. I live on 53, however, I have a Bad Axe address. I have 3 or 4 that are neighborhood cats. There's a couple of barns around. I've been trying to catch them to neuter or spay the females because I was having this problem. Now, would this program even apply to me as far as, again, I don't live within the city limits, but I have a Bad Axe address. Would I be able to take part in this program? And
Would you?
I, not being in the city, I would not have a problem with them coming back to my area because they are kind of, there's a couple of farms around that they wander, and I have no problem feeding the few that are there, but I haven't been able to catch enough of the moms, to keep the cycle from just getting out of control. I understand the city doesn't want them re-released back into the city, but I'm, outside. Is that an option for me with your program?
Yep.
Okay.
If you bring them in live traps to me or in a cage, then what we can do is we can tag your cage and you can come pick them up on Monday morning.
Okay, now if because I can surely try to do that, and I think I have access to, like a medium dog cage, it's a mom and a couple of kittens. If I get them into the cage, I would call the number on
Yeah.
the brochures, and would you guys?
Yeah, you're
come and
close
get-
enough to town.
That you would come and get them?
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
Okay, sure.
The kittens have to be able to have surgery. They have to be 3 pounds.
Oh, these are.
They're okay, yeah, because
these are
we're
old
not
enough, yes.
putting,
Yeah, no, these aren't, these are.
okay.
These I'm sure are big enough.
Yes, sir.
Are you gonna be on east or west Butler?
West.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, right across from the church parking lot.
So it sounds like if anyone has a domestic cat that is not neutered, they can bring it in and get it neutered, no charge.
Nope. If it's an indoor cat,
How are you gonna know the difference?
well,
If
because,
it's in a cage and say, this is a feral cat, and I want to neuter it.
well, we hope people will abide by the rules. I'm sure, if somebody's bringing me just one cat, I'm gonna really question it. But like this lady here, she wants to bring me 3 or 10. And we go, that's one thing, and they're all clumped together and they're not too happy about it. But if somebody's bringing me Fluffy with a collar going, oh yeah, it's a feral cat, I might have a problem with that.
So in other words, I can't bring my my purebred Maine Coon kittens in. Oh, I'm sorry, just kidding.
Well, we're hoping that people don't abuse that system. And if we catch, if we do an abundance of cats, then we are limited to the individuals that can drop off from the barns outside of town. Yes?
Okay, I'm here for my daughter. She couldn't make it, but she lives out of town too, but she's bad at She gets a lot of stray.
A lot of drop-offs,
Yeah. And she has one that's wild that just has, they watch it and just have babies of bigger size. But if she would catch them in a cage, could she bring them to you?
Yes.
Where would
To
she
be
take
fixed and then returned home, or are you looking to have them
No, she
relocated?
don't, yeah, she don't.
Okay.
We have to,
Female, and I know she's probably great.
the only problem with that is we have agreed for the city to relocate their cats. We are, we do have a waiting list for people wanting these cats, but until we fill up, you know, we take the cats from the city as we promised, I can't relocate like that barn, you know, cats that are coming, but we can fix them and return them back.
Oh, okay, I'll let her know that.
Okay?
And you're talking about Cleveland Street, is that what you said?
There was one location on Cleveland.
Yeah, because my friend lives on the corner of Street, Cleveland and, it wasn't Church Street, no, one of them.
Yeah, just let us know, or let Dave know, and he will email us. Yes, sir.
I'd like to thank those involved with having this program. It's a great thing, I think, and we're appreciative because we've had cats wander into our yard. And we've taken in 3 in the house, and we have 1 outside.
Yes, everybody has that neon sign out front that says, drop your cat here.
And
We don't see it, but they do.
We love the cats. But there's been a long history of cats taking care of and controlling the populations of rats and mice going back to ancient Egypt.
Absolutely, and that is.
They serve a vital role in factories. They've been known to serve a vital role in factories and on farms.
Oh, yes.
But my concern is that I think cats are kind of territorial. And I'm wondering how these cats that are going to be released to the farms are going to adjust, because we had a cat come into our yard one time, and there was another male in there, in our yard, and that feral cat, I don't know if he killed the cat, I never saw that other cat again, but he just got on that cat and he didn't give up on it.
It was horrible.
And I went out with a board and tried to separate them.
Will this happen?
And I don't know if that cat lived or not.
It will happen in some instances. But this is what we're looking at. They are loose here in town, reproducing, and you know, there's a lot of variables against them. We can fix them, give them a second chance, and a lot of times they work it out. If you go to some of the bigger farms, you're going to have cats that claim one corner of that barn. You're going to have them that claim one corner of that factory. It's a risk that we have to take with these cats to give them a second chance. More times than not, they're going to fit in just fine. We're educating all of the people that are taking them. We're giving them a bag of food, canned food, and the crate to keep them in, so that the animal gets used to being there and being fed. Whether they can touch it or not, they can still water it and feed it. And when they realize that it gets fed on a regular basis, they stay. But the chances of them making it in an environment like that, as opposed to on Butler Street, where I don't know if that house is coming down or not, but you know, it's a lesser of two evils sometimes, and we sure like to think that we are giving them a better hand.
How old do kittens have to be fixed?
They have to be 3 pounds. So it's more by weight, because you can have some kittens that are older but don't weigh that much. Yes, sir.
I have a dilemma in our area that's a female cat that just had kittens
Mhm.
someplace in the neighbor's woodpile. And I'm guessing those cats are about 3 weeks old. That's a dilemma.
That is a dilemma. And I'm not,
It's a pretty big pile of wood. And,
it's,
Yeah.
and I'm not tearing it apart,
right.
but they're in there someplace.
Yeah, the hard thing is that they're that young, you can't trap mama, because then the kittens are gonna
Well, I
immediately
mean,
die.
that's somebody else's dirt.
Yeah, you know, we can always try,
Yeah.
but I'm not going through a pile of wood myself either.
I don't see anybody here from that house either.
Well, if they're 3 weeks old now, in 2 weeks, they're gonna be about 5 weeks, they're gonna be coming out of that wood pile on their own. You're gonna start seeing them move.
Well, the last batch did just that until they seen human.
Yep, and then they dash back in.
Then they dash
Yeah.
back in, so
Yeah,
the problem still remains.
They're not gonna be trained to hunt at that young age. The spring kittens are not trained to survive on their own at that age.
Mhm.
Are you gonna trap the kittens too, or?
If we get little kittens, then we will trap them, and we have one particular barn that will hold on to feral kittens for us until they're old enough. We don't like to, but we can't really pick and choose who goes into our cages. If we are watching and we see mom go in, and then we see the little ones, well, we hope they all come, because I'm not letting mom go. You know, it's more important that we get her fixed. But we, you know, there's variables, and we can't control all of them.
What are you gonna be doing with raccoons and possums and skunks that you catch in the cages?
As I had,
have more problems.
as I had explained to the other gentleman, we will relocate possums and coons. Skunks, I have to contact DNR, because I can't relocate them without their knowledge, and they will tell me where to relocate them.
But they will be hauled out of the area.
Mhm.
I have more problem with those animals than I do with cats. So
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Are there any problems on the east end, more or less, of FedEx or from here?
I am not from this area. I base our information off of the council and off of emails that we have received from the citizens of Bad
You
Axe.
mentioned the more or less the west street, west of the south streets, but
That's correct. I've received no complaints from that. I can't tell you there are no cats there, I'm sure there are.
Right.
I get no complaints.
She has cats that are outside, they stay right around the house, and they're all fixed and they're all immunized and everything, and they just,
just make sure it's that.
yeah.
And then that way.
Oh, they are.
Yes.
Is this just a one-time thing now with this program?
We
here?
are, well, it is with Michigan State University. They are who we are teaming up with. They were kind enough to do this at free of charge for us and give their vet students and vets experience. We are hoping to come up and actually open a location to be able to do this on a regular basis for the cats. We are talking with, you know, some other vets. We want to go visit the local vet and have everybody involved in it. But if we can get a specific building where people can drop them, we wouldn't be relocating them unless somebody had, you know, said, hey, I need a few cats. But we can fix them, and the people can come pick them up and take them back. We have that program at our building now, but it's a $40 charge to cover our cost. And people drop them off in the morning, pick them up at night.
How far are you guys?
We are in Carsonville, so we are
About 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Because I know over here, I had a couple cats at the Bad Axe veterinarian, they charged me $200 some bucks.
Yeah, a regular vet has a lot of overhead that they need to cover. So we keep it to a minimum, one vet tech.
Yeah, they had that neutered and sprayed express that
Yes.
used to come here, it cost like $30 to have.
Yeah,
shots.
they're now $50.
Yeah.
That's their
You know,
cost.
a lot of these people, they have cats, but they can't afford it.
Absolutely, and
That's
we
why
are trying to help
we
that.
We gotta get some kind of place, some like the Neuter Express to come back here, or that, all about animals, or that.
Right, yes. And like I said, we are looking to find a building in the area where we can continuously help, not just the city, but the surrounding areas.
Then, you know, if you bring the cats in, pay $40 or $30, people can afford it.
Yes.
And they'll probably save half of this cat.
Yeah, we are not removing all the cats out of the city area because then you'd be overrun with other rodents. But taking a chunk out, and then when we can get another program started, like I said, hopefully a building, even if we can only do it once a month, then it'll be a big help. And the city of Bad Axe has been very accommodating, helping us look. We have volunteers.
Well, you got that Kmart. That's abandoned. Why can't you guys open it up and have a drop-off point where these people can bring their cats and get them neutered or what?
Yeah, after this program, that'll be something that we talk to the city about, and we try to get, it's for us, we aren't paid. We don't get government money.
Right. So
it's all, our organization is run on donations, and hope to God we can write grants really well. So that's how we run. So as, we'll be here asking for donations, and if you have ideas, you have a building you want to donate for the use, being a 501c3, we can write you receipts for tax write-off. But all of that will hopefully happen after this first pilot program goes.
I just got a garage, but I don't think it's big enough for that.
You will be kept informed of what's going on through the media.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And please don't be afraid to email us. You can call us.
Website.
Yep, absolutely. Yes, sir.
You said Monday by 9?
9 a.m.
Okay.
Yep.
Out at the fairgrounds?
Yes.
All right.
Yep. At that point, we will, if you think we have your cat, or if you're out of the area and you want to take them, we're not going to twist your arm. We do have some already, like I said, pre-booked. So we like to fulfill our obligation on that. And yes,
My daughter would bring her own in, where would she take them to?
to the fairground.
She
Yep.
would want to call ahead though.
Yep. She'll call the shelter, let us know. We'll put her name down, because if we don't have a name, you're not getting it. Because it's going to be,
Is there a charge then for the neutering? Is there a charge then to have them neutered?
not for this program, no. No, we're having all of this donated to us, so we are not, granted, we will take donations, but we are not going to charge for it.
Remarkable.
Yeah, it is amazing. Michigan State University has been a blessing to us.
So you're gonna do all the neutering at this fairgrounds?
Yes, this is going to be a very sterile environment, as sterile as we possibly can get in the building. There will be limited access. If you sign up to be a volunteer, you will have a coded lanyard that you wear with your name and a color, which means if your color doesn't match the place you're going, you're not getting in. We're holding lives in our hands that will not be compromised. So it is important that everybody understands that, because I get real mean real fast when somebody tries to break protocol into our surgery area or our prep area. That's just not going to happen. Do we have any other questions?
Could you review the hours again?
Yeah.
Of the trapping?
Yes, I think, is it on our sheet there or no? We are going to trap Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, which is the 15th through the 19th. And we will be out, it really doesn't do us a whole lot of good to come out during the middle of the day, because very rarely do you see the cats out in the middle of the day. So we will be out roughly around anywhere from like 7 p.m. through 7 a.m. We may look like the walking zombies, but, you know, throw us caffeine.
Just,
and
yes, follow the smell of coffee, you'll find us.
Yes, ma'am, do you have a question that she keeps?
Yes, I am feeding the cats on Butler.
Okay.
I feed them like at 8 in the morning. That's
Okay.
when they're used to me being there.
Oh, okay.
Most
That's
of
good to
them
know.
are there, but there are a few that don't come.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
That might save us a whole
I have
night.
kittens,
Yes.
and they all come to me. If I had somewhere, I have a cage I can put them in, but if I
Oh.
had somewhere I could put the kittens,
Fantastic.
I could get all those kittens.
Oh,
They're adorable.
that would be great.
Yeah.
Because anything to make that easier. Did you get a pen? This down?
In the crates, not the trash.
No, not in the crates. In the crates, we're leaving them just the plastic bottom so that we can set them in the sawdust. Or, yeah, sawdust, I guess is what it is down. So that they're not making a huge, you know, they're not using the bathroom and it being yucky, because then we can pick them up and relocate them, you know, around, because, yeah, I don't want them in their own mess. That is not nice.
You're gonna furnish the crates then, right?
Yes, yep.
And the crates will be available Wednesday?
For her, I will make them available Tuesday.
Oh, good.
Or any sooner if anybody wants to hold them, but I don't have access to that building until Wednesday.
Would it help if somebody went down and brought them back?
What's that?
Crates? Would it help if somebody else?
Oh, sure, if somebody wants to drive all the way down, I am all about help. I'm not gonna turn that away at all. And we'll get them all tagged. Like I said, we have some of the volunteer sheets that we passed out. If you want to volunteer, please fill it out, drop it in this box. We'll be calling you, emailing, we'll be hunting you down if your name's in here. Yes.
What if somebody wants to volunteer but they're not here? Right
They can
now?
call the shelter, they can email us. And we will have a meeting for volunteers on Friday. And hopefully late enough on a Friday night, because I don't think there's not football going on yet, is there? Okay, so we'll have a meeting of all volunteers on Friday at the fairgrounds so that everybody knows what's going on, where they're gonna be. They'll get their signs, you know, and get their assignments.
This Friday?
No, that'll be
The 19th, is it? 17th. I get the date straight. Any other questions?
This is the contact information.
Yes. Yep.
And if we want to see if our guests and Kate, we have to be there by 9 o'clock Monday morning.
Monday morning, show up at 9 o'clock.
I would recommend giving a call or an email ahead of time too, just so that way we know to already start looking.
But feel free.
Anybody that has a live trap they'd like to.
Yes, if you have if you have a live trap or even a small dog crate that has a door that opens this way, what we'll do, if you let us borrow it, we'll tag it, we'll put your name, your phone number on it, you will get it back nice and clean. We do not return anything dirty.
We do have some at the shelter.
Yep.
Load up some crates, and also I have a couple live traps.
That'd be great. Yeah, we'll if they're not already tagged, we'll make sure they're tagged. That's for sure, with names on it, whether it's marker or good old duct tape. All right. Well, thank you guys.